Welcome back to Stereo-Wise Plus. Today we are doing the install of the custom subwoofer. It's the SI1212. This sub is actually designed to go either in ceiling or in floor, in between the joists. Here today we're actually putting it in between the walls. So you can look at, here's the sub. It's actually 9 inches deep. So if you look in between the joists, the distance between the actual ceiling and the floor above for the joist, that's 9 inches. So this is a perfect fit to go in between the joists if you're doing it in ceiling or in floor. In my particular basement, in my theater room, I actually have next to the room is the mechanical room, which no big deal. Based on the placement, I'd actually prefer it to be in the walls, and it'll stick out into my mechanical room a little bit, which to me is no big deal. So that's the way that the sub is designed, and they also provided along with it some real nice rubber surround that actually gets mounted to the sides. So when you're mounting it in between the joists or in between the studs, this helps give some isolation for the vibrations or whatnot, and also helps for a good, tight, secure fit. So those I already mounted on the sides, and I also mounted them on the bottom. There is a port for the sound to come out. The subs are actually, there's 2 of them, and they actually sit right behind here, and they fire into a small opening, which and here's the vent for that opening. So with the design, with this vent here, it's actually best to use some of that foam to go around the opening, so when you drywall, the foam gives a really tight seal with the drywall, so all of the sound or air comes out straight through just this opening and doesn't leak in between the drywall area. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get it installed. Okay, so now we have the subwoofer. I have it mounted in between the studs, and as you can see, it's kind of sticking out into my mechanical room a little bit, which again is just the mechanical room, no big deal. But this is the best location for me for my room, which is nice with their install components. They give some flexibilities for different locations based on what you need. So here I've got it in between the studs. I've got the foam in between, giving it a little isolation there, and it's flush with the studs. So when I drywall, the drywall will come just over across the front, and it'll give the seal across the front for the vent. And as included in the previous video, I also have a air return vent. Well, that's what it looks like. That will go over the drywall in the hole for the air vent. So if someone's looking in the room, it'll look just like a return vent for air, for your AC, but actually it's for the hole for the vent for the sub. Okay, now I'll go ahead and just do the screws in the back. Okay, so now I just have a couple screws that are going on the sides from this stud into the enclosure to hold it into place. And it's just as simple as drilling those screws in. And it's in. That's it. Thanks for viewing. Please like and please share and please subscribe.